Uh, I felt like this kind of coming out just for a few minutes and kind of trying to explain this a little bit. Maybe somebody get it on, get it on through their head a little bit. But just try and tell my wife that I think we just move too fast sometimes. I know she and I both have wanted it kind of fast, but from what I'm gathering, everybody here wants to, the last thing we've had that we can go off of wanted to be friends. Well, if I know that, I wouldn't wanted to bring that up here. I would have said no to it right away. That's the thing. Because I don't want friends. Friends get me nowhere. I had a few myself. My wife can speak to that too on her end. They don't get you nowhere in life. I try to tell my wife I can't help it if y'all been fooled with, if y'all been tinkered with, if y'all been hurt, raped, or whatever. I'm not Steve Wilkos, and I'm not going to be sitting here listening to that hot garbage. If y'all can't stay off the drugs, can't stop your drinking habits, you can't turn your own life around on your own time and realize it's your fault and nobody else's. That's what I got up here last time. It's supposed to be a Valentine's present. Well, it was the most horrible Valentine present I ever laid my goddamn eyes on. Because all I got was this fucking idiot I'm supposed to sit here and look at. That's all I'm supposed to do. So, and as far as anybody else getting another opportunity off of anything, Twitter or anything else wise, y'all on there, aside from this one I'm talking about, the difference with y'all on there, y'all want money and you want cards and you want this and you want that. You say you want something serious, but then you go around asking for codes, cards, IDs, and all this foolishness. You just never have a phone that works. You always say, "Oh, you want this unicorn bestie thing." Then somehow my wife comes off there saying, "Oh, these people on here saying they don't understand what it is." I do. My wife does. I've read it. I've seen it on these sites. But the problem is, y'all act like it's 2 years old. You know what? It's the same thing with you dang girls going around and having all your girlfriends out there. Staying over at their houses. Like I said, me and my wife been over backwards for a person once. And got fucked over because somebody, I guess, misquoted what I wanted. What me and my wife wanted. I didn't know that there's going to be somebody on here misunderstanding, this stuff. I can't help where me and my wife's at, where we live. But we don't have thousands of dollars to afford for you guys to just not show up. I spent one particular time off of Facebook. We had a Facebook one time. And we tried back when I had some work and when I had some stuff. But y'all didn't really have your stuff together. So that one particular person, I had to finally leave it alone. But as I told her, I'm not trying to be bossy. But if that's the way I come across, just because I want to live my life the way I want to live mine, and that's by not stealing things, not doing drugs, not doing alcohol, uh, and not do anything to break the law, if that bothers y'all, I'm sorry. Then you know you're not the right person for me. And no, I'm not going to feel sorry for you being in those type of situations because you all put yourself in them. So no, I don't know what those shoes are, but I can tell you that I know why they are like that, and I can put myself figuratively in there, and I can tell you what you did wrong, and that you should take responsibility for it. You can't throw this on somebody else and sit there and come up in somebody else's place of living and expect that everybody's just going to do the way you want it done. Nobody's perfect just because they don't drink, don't smoke, and don't do drugs. That just means they know better. They know better not to break the law. That's why I told my wife earlier not to go out there and get another one of you damn fucking people out late at night because you don't have your head straight. It ain't too much to ask for somebody to have a good time. You can have some baggage. We know everybody comes with a little bit. That we do know. But I'm just telling my wife, and I just told her again, reason why her and Connie got something more out of me is because they didn't spend a whole lot of time fighting me on some stuff. You know, they could kind of come around and understand that you were giving your honest opinion and it was matching what they were already pretty well thinking. They were already on the same page. It's where when somebody's been hurt, has been messed around with, hadn't kept their legs shut. Same thing if a guy comes up to you and I was a woman and I allowed y'all to do y'all's deal, whose fault is it? It's gonna be mine. Nobody else's. So when somebody else has already hurt your feelings, and you women come out here and tell my wife all this good lies and all this good shit that you want to spread out, and I had to come find out myself that y'all most likely full of horse crap, then I know what else to tell you. You know, that's y'all's problem. Y'all do that. But no, I told my wife we can't have somebody without a car and without a place of their own. We need that much ourselves. We can't afford to put you in here. And stuff. We rent here, we can't have y'all move in here. And we'd have to have us all a place to go. But it's not because I don't want to be nice. I've tried to be nice. I think what we did about a year ago speaks to that. It's just that she thought dragging this one up here had everything went the way I had it in my head, had things went the way I know my wife had hoped for, I know it would have been better. I had no knowledge, no first-hand knowledge that they were going to come up in here, start talking all this Steve Wilkos type garbage in here. I was not aware of any kids and all this other mess. So, I told my wife, unfortunately, that might have been our only shot. And there ain't much I can do. I told her I think maybe from now on, if we do get another chance to something, if somebody else comes up, I'm due to give them whatever. But I think we ought to just slow it down. Slow it down just a little bit. Make them earn it a little bit. Maybe have like just give or take a couple of months, Yeah, and as long as they've got some sort of place they can go to at night, maybe come out during the day, and talk to them, and maybe like she said, and I said earlier, we talked about this earlier. I said, yeah, maybe we could do the call and text thing for a couple of weeks or something, and see what they do and see what they say. And if everything, and if she don't come to me and I don't go to her, and ain't nothing bad being said or something, maybe then a fire can ease on by letting them pick out what day they want to come by or something. If it's in our area code, well, we can go to and from. We could take a bus down to the local store that we go to that we shop. But again, we just been through a lot, and we just wanted something easy. We had no idea what we were getting into. So this ain't my first time being lied to and been took advantage of, but I don't make the same mistake twice. And trying to let somebody stay over is just not going to work. Now, according to you know to some of these other people out here, they practically pretty much that I wrote, well, which we wrote. I wrote several letters and some things up in here. Try different ones, try different things, but don't have the time. Don't want to make the time, and if you don't, well, we can't help. I ain't gonna help somebody if you're willing to listen and not interrupt me and not backtalk me and all those kinds of things. We have a lot of things that have happened to us, and I'm not saying we're the most deserving, but if anybody's been deserving for the last little while of something pretty nice, you couldn't look no further than in this small town of Decatur with these two right here. My wife and I has been put through a lot, and so it's not our fault that we just can't be so nice, and allow you just to move on up in here till we know that your mind is right and everything's going to be fine, and that, like I said, you got stuff in common with us. My wife, got stuff she likes, and we pretty much both like the same things pretty well, close enough. Like I've said before, she's got her some reborn dolls and some likes her Lifetime movie channels, and she'll watch them. She usually watches the 168, but there's uh, game shows that we like, cartoons that we like to watch. Uh, Atlanta Braves baseball. Every now and once in a blue moon, we might watch a little wrestling, boxing, UFC or something occasionally. Uh, Darts, and fairs here or something, we'll play a few games. We like music, like to listen to it, and like to sing every now and again or something. But, we like country, classic rock, and a little bit of everything mixed in there. Just whatever we're in the mood for. Every once in a while, she'll go out on a walk or something. The other day, we went out to eat and stuff like that. Took Sethra. But, no, like I say, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'm going to share a sign on Twitter. So I put out on there to see. And if somebody can treat us like we're human beings, you know, then we can get somewhere. It's not that hard. It's actually a lot easier in school, just ignoring people and kind of sitting over in my little corner and just basically not doing much of nothing, you know. And it looks like I'm now 37, way past school now, but you know we're just gonna have to hope that the next time is the person or whoever the bestie wants to be. Uh, you know, they'll already expect this. They'll already know what the deal is, and maybe it won't take too long. But I definitely wouldn't mind waiting a month or two or 2, 3 or however long, just to wait to see if everything was as good as gold. That's maybe trying to get it right away, and maybe some of these people are not very understanding of why I don't like to put other people over that I've never met, friends and stuff wise. If they got people like that, now if they want to talk, I'm talk, you know, but a lot of times they don't. So it depends. Like I said, it just depends upon your package, what's in it, what it's like. If everything goes the way that me and my wife want it to go, then we've got stuff prepared and stuff ready, and we bought several things. Uh, like, for example, 10 karat gold ring that we'd like to one day give you, whoever that might be, and some other stuff, and uh, polish and all kinds of other little things, neat little things. But like I said, nobody's come out quite right yet, so we just have to wait till we see something different. You know, and as far as accusing me or my wife of bossing somebody around, we're not trying to boss you around. We just want something that fits our likes and dislikes as close as possible. We're not very much into news and politics, so if that's something there that bothers you or you think you're going to get bothered by us, then you know it wouldn't be the best idea to bring those things up if you're into news and politics and things. But they certain things, like I said, that I cannot compromise on, which is my music that I was raised to. I would like to have that, especially me and my wife would like to have that pretty well in common. That's along with some of her other stuff, like her dolls and stuff. But most of you on the Twitter and all that, you're out of state and don't you say you want something, but it's like I said earlier, it's what you do that irritate us. So when we beat you to the punch, you don't like it. And if we don't bring it up, but we let you bring it up, then you get mad at us for the fact that we won't go out there and buy you all kinds of cards or play on little games and your stuff. So you know, I don't know what the answer is, but I definitely know that that it will have to happen the old-fashioned way, and all this other stuff's just no good. But no, I pretty well laid it out here. I mean, if you're somebody that don't have a lot, like I said, and you'd like a nice, it's kind of like a stepmom, stepdad thing, and you like that. That's kind of like what we're describing our unicorn bestie thing. If you're looking for something like that and you don't have hardly nobody to do nothing with, you don't fool around on the apps and all this stuff, and being a big party animal and all kinds of other stuff that I talked about earlier. If you're just somebody easygoing and listens real good and can talk without getting upset, getting feelings hurt too easy, that's what me and my wife's looking for. But I told her right now we ain't found that yet. But I'm fixing to share this out there and see if any of you do, you can direct message us on there. That's what they call it on the Twitter DM. If you want to do that, then holler us on there. I mean, we don't expect anybody far off. We're not going to sit here and discriminate against you, skin color or nothing. Just like I said, we don't. I don't expect a whole lot. I don't expect every day to be rosy either. But the more rosy days we have, the better. And if we have a small misunderstanding, we can always talk one of them suckers out. But that's the difference between you know giving somebody something right away, you know, than trying to make sure that they earn you earn your trust and earn some of this stuff. But we just got to change it up a little bit. But anyway, we'll get off here and see how this works. And it probably won't, but it's up to you people on there. It's up to you. So anyway, we'll just leave it in y'all's hands. If one of yous are moved by our offer and you like what you hear and all that good stuff, then you know what to do. And we got a little YouTube out here, so that's where this comes from. So anyway, well, see what happens.